All right, I'm in Austin, Texas, and let me tell you, I'm really shocked. There's no one in this airport. It's empty. All right, out for a run here this afternoon in Austin, and I think I got myself in a little bit of a maybe transitional type neighborhood. A lot of awesome artwork on the buildings. I wasn't about to stop and video any of that, but this is an interesting part of Austin. I've not really seen much of any of Austin yet, but this is an interesting part. Just a couple blocks up here, there's tons of apartment construction of really big, nice complexes. And then this is all pretty decent right here. It just got a little bit sketchier down by like I think a salvage yard or something like that. And then like some smoke shops and places like that. But anyway, I better get to running or I'm not gonna get my miles in. So I'll get back with y'all later this evening. See what we get into this evening. Maybe check out a brewery or something. I don't really know what's on tap yet. Get the joke there? What's on tap yet at a brewery? All right, dad jokes out. All right, big shock, everybody. Guess where I'm at right now. Can you tell from just looking behind me? At I thought it was Last Chance. It's Last Stand Brewing. And Andrea has, I'm doing really bad at getting these in the shot there.
Oh yeah, we got,
so
it's like bozo.
My beers are clear because I know how to order beer. Her beers are all very cloudy. Mm-hmm. You know, all the girls these days are into the hazy IPAs.
Yeah.
Trendy.
Well, I used to work here, so I already have my favorite beer. So, you know, those are just a trendy commentary. But no, these have been my favorites for a while.
So what's your favorite beer here, since you're the expert?
So the Citrus Smash is really good. By the way, this is in Austin, Texas. So if you're anywhere near, you should come by. The people here are awesome. Citrus Smash is my favorite, and then followed by Fuzzylicious.
And if you come here, all you have to do is say Andrea sent you, and they'll bill her. Free beer on everyone, for everyone.
Good luck with that, but you should check it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Iced coffee number 2. All right, good morning, or afternoon, I guess. I think it is afternoon. Had a late start this morning. Just had breakfast tacos, and they were really good. I didn't really know what I was ordering, so I tried some different things. And of course, the last one was by far the best. And then there was also a coffee truck. It's too hot to have coffee outside, so I had some iced coffee. And I think now we are going to, here, can you, when you're done, like, making sure we're not gonna die, will you say where we're going?
So now we're going to Barton Springs, which is the big pool here in Austin, and it's naturally spring fed. The temperature is always cold. I forget what the actual temperature is, maybe around like 70-degree water. But it's beautiful. It's the gem of Austin. So that's where we're going next.
So I'll show you the gem of Austin when we get there. By the way, I don't think I talked about this, but you saw them yesterday. How do you guys like my new bright orange sunglasses? when I got back from trail, I couldn't find any of my good glasses. They were in storage. So the only thing I had was those pink glasses I found on trail. And for some reason, my dad doesn't love when I wear the pink glasses. So I finally bought some new ones. I got some bright orange. What happened to your bright yellow ones? I was just about to look over and say we have both neon glasses.
This outfit calls more for the like flower print on these, and these are gooders. I love my gooders.
Those are gooder than the yellow ones. So one other thing I think I've never really talked about is like why I'm in Austin and who she is. So if you remember in the video in Hanover, New Hampshire, she's in a picture, but I don't think she's ever in any videos. This is Watergirl. She thru hiked in 2020. She's Andrea as well. If you remember my last summit video, I got in trouble for what I had to say, and I mentioned Andrea, so this is the one, and I did get in more trouble actually than I even anticipated. So luckily I've been forgiven for that. So Andrea and I met in, I don't know what town it was actually. It was at Linda's house, Trail Angel Linda's house, right before Hanover. And then we hung out in Hanover for a bit. She was doing a section hike. Was this your first time back on trail since?
Yeah.
Since your thru hike?
Yeah, it was the first time I'd hiked again on the AT. I had done a little bit of trail magic in 2021 up in Massachusetts, but I hadn't hiked again. So I was meeting up with a friend of mine who was section hiking. Her name is Turquoise. And Tex Turquoise. Her name has changed since we first met on trail, but I had hiked with her in North Carolina when I was doing my 2020 hike. And she had just retired. I said I'd go meet her on the trail, and it felt so good to be back. Life is just really different after being on the trail. Like when you hike, you just have to go from point A to point B, right? And every day you're getting closer to that goal. And in the front country, I feel like it's no longer linear. It's like a maze trying to get to what it is that you want to accomplish. So going back on trail was just this return to simplicity. It was beautiful.
And your definition of the maze, I think makes, when I refer to it as the Matrix, I think that's a better explanation. It's definitely, oh my gosh, check this guy out. There's a dude on a motorcycle, I missed it on the camera, but he had a red mohawk like on top of his helmet. I don't think it was his real hair. Anyway, ignore the squirrel I just got distracted by. So I have one other question. You did trail magic last year, so what kind of trail magic did you do?
I had a cooler of Gatorade and beer, and then boxes of donuts.
What kind of donuts?
Like Dunkin' Donuts, variety of donuts. All the best donuts.
Did you do the best beers, or did you PBR? Or?
No, it was PBR. I don't remember what kind of beer I bought.
PBR is like the unofficial beer of the AT, I think.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was, but I think all the beers got drinking. Not all the Gatorades, but yeah, it was good. People were grabbing a bunch. It was really cool just visiting with people who were hiking and just getting their stories, or like them just kind of passing through and pleasantries and hanging out for a couple minutes, and then people going on their way.
Okay, so just a minute of like get to know Andrea. Do you want to share what you do for work, like this dream job that you have? Yeah.
So I was a political reporter before I went on trail, and I needed a mental health break from that. And when I was on trail, I decided I didn't want to do that anymore, that it didn't make me happy, and that life is short. And I want to spend my life doing things that I enjoy. So now I'm a travel writer. I write for Travel Weekly, which come see me at Travel Weekly. I write about the cruise industry. So I cover, when new ships are coming out, or, when they have like new itineraries. But the coolest thing is that I have to go on cruise ships for work. And I
have to go on cruise ships.
I have to.
So we met maybe 2 months-ish ago. I'm guessing. I really don't have any idea when it was.
A month and a half, I'd say.
I was thinking July. Maybe it wasn't.
Nope, it was August.
Okay, I'm sure you're right.
I mean, time is like an accordion when
Right.
you're on trail. Like, kind of hard. You know, it stretches and then it's compressed.
Right. Okay, so since then, you've been on, well, maybe at least two cruises. Because you did the Iceland, you've been to the Bahamas, but then you also went to Alaska
to interview.
But you weren't on a ship then.
I hopped on a ship, but I wasn't cruising. It was like
Okay.
on a ship for an afternoon.
Okay.
So yeah, I went to sail on the new Norwegian Prima, which is a big deal ship because ships come out in classes. So, and this was the first ship in the new class. So it's big, beautiful, pretty, holds about 3,100 people. And so yeah, they have a drop slide on this cruise ship because it's meant for, like, you know, families and kids and whatnot too. So I had to try out the drop slide so I can write about it. Had to try out a couple of the bar spaces. There were some that they were making sustainable drinks, like with ingredients from items that would normally be discarded, like day-old croissants. So that was interesting. A drink made from a day-old croissant.
That is interesting. And this was Royal Caribbean?
No, this was Norwegian cruise line.
Norwegian. I feel like they should be sponsoring the channel at this point. We spent a good bit of time.
You know what? They'll probably start popping up on on all of your social media after this. And then after that, I was in Alaska to interview the CEO of Royal Caribbean Group, which is the parent company for Royal Caribbean. And then I sailed on Royal Caribbean after that to go to their private island, which is called Perfect Day at Coco Cay. And because that's just a big product that they sell, so I wanted to check out what this little island looks like. It's not quite so little, so that was interesting. And yeah, I got to sail on the ship. The ship was the Freedom of the Seas, which is an older ship too, but they had put a lot of money into renovating it right before the pandemic. So we, as Travel Weekly, hadn't had a chance to see the ship since the pandemic because there was a stoppage in sailing at that point. So this is a good chance for me to go and write about what have they changed, you know, what is this experience like.
What is this? Oh, it's a party fire truck. I think you saw it in the back of the camera. It was an old fire truck converted to like a deck in the back, and there was like 8 girls all back there, and the side of the fire engine said the party engine.
Oh, I mean, we are in one of the bachelorette party cities. You know, one of the biggest ones in the...
It can't be bigger than Nashville, right?
You know, comparable.
So let's move on for the sake of time here for a second. The moral of the story here is, at least half the time I've known her, she's been traveling. So it's kind of a dream job. And she's about to move from Austin to Nashville.
Yes.
So that's
From
why.
one bachelorette party capital to another.
You should maybe write about bachelorette parties.
I definitely could.
All right, so we're gonna get to driving here some more, and well, we're driving now. And I will show you the spring-fed pool when we get there. Check this out. It's like a public pool that's not really a pool. And on this side, you can have dogs off leash. Oh man, Lucy would love this. All right, so we went swimming earlier, and that place was awesome. It was like a gem, is how you described it, and it is. And now it's time for dinner, so we are going to, you can't see it back there, it's
ABGB.
Not Anheuser-Busch. What does it stand for again?
Austin Beer Garden Brewing.
There we go, that's where we're going. Let's go get some beer. All right.
I don't even think they care about that. It's like one person per day per band, right?
Yeah. Because,
I want you all to see this ambiance. Because Andrea said the ambiance is really important.
It is. These are beautiful live oak trees that are lit up at night, and it's so peaceful and perfect.
What kind of oaks are they?
Live oaks.
Live oaks?
Live oaks.
But, right, I know they're not dead, but like, are they white oaks? Are they black oaks? Are they pin oaks?
They are called live oaks.
Oh.
That's their name.
Super.
Good morning. Back in the hot seat, which is her car seat.
I mean, it's Texas. Everything's hot.
That's true. So it is Sunday morning and we are headed to breakfast. Today we're gonna do something not Texas at all. We had like tacos and tacos. And last night at the brewery, so I don't think I really did any other videoing other than we got there. And I think I did a little bit of scenery. So we had a couple beers. I think I had 3 beers. I think I tried 3 different beers, they were all pretty good. And then we ordered appetizers when we got our first beer. We got sliders, like, you know, the little miniature hamburgers, like the 1-biters, 3 biters, probably 3 biters?
Yeah.
Like 4 bites probably really, but like, you know, they're little. And then we had meatballs. So we each had 1 slider and 1 meatball, and the intent was to go get dinner after. We never got dinner, and I didn't even think about it till we got home, and she was feeding her dog, and I'm like, we never ate.
You're like, why am I hungry?
Like, oh, that slider didn't do it for me. So we are not gonna go to get miniature tacos, because the tacos in Texas are tiny too. You know, like little street tacos. They say everything's big in Texas. As it turns out, that's a lie. Tacos and burgers are all little. So we are going to the Waffle House, and I'm looking forward to it. Get some hot coffee. What are you gonna get?
Ooh, I think I am gonna get a waffle.
A waffle?
I like
waffle?
I don't know. They come, like, if I had a waffle and then like a bunch of eggs and then bacon or sausage, I would be happy.
That's probably what I'll get, something like that. Or maybe I'll get, I don't know. I probably have been to Waffle House less than 6 times my whole life. I don't really know like what the options are for combos or whatever, but
that's what I miss from being on trail, is like I would always get the combo with all the options and could put all of it away.
Yep.
And now it's like I can get it and like it's a coin flip of whether or not I'll be able to do much damage.
So my biggest disappointment on trail the whole time, do you know what it was? I had been looking forward to for quite some time going to a Cracker Barrel because I wanted the sampler platter. You know, the one where you get like the grits, the gravy, the toast, like you get everything. So Cracker Barrel has changed their menu and there's no more sampler platter. There's something similar, but it's not the same, and it's like 50% more money. So you get like 50% of the food and it costs 50% more. And I was so disappointed. I have no desire to go to Cracker Barrel ever again. Yeah. So anyway, Waffle House it is, and I think we're gonna go for a hike later because, you know, we haven't got enough of hiking, so we're gonna go do that. All right, now for the waffles. All right, I have a confession. I misrepresented the truth when I said it was morning, but it's relevant now. It's actually not morning, it's like just afternoon. So I really thought Waffle House would be the place to go, like no waiting. 45-minute wait at the Waffle House. So we put our name on the list, but now we're gonna go check out the Denny's and see what that looks like. And you know, I talked some smack about the Cracker Barrel, but I bet we could get into one of those. All right, so Denny's is breakfast time. All right, I'm tired of lying to you all. We're at Denny's, but we're not gonna eat at Denny's. I'm gonna let her lie to you this time. What are we gonna do?
We are gonna go back over to Waffle House. They both have a long wait, but we decided that Waffle House is like kind of more kitschy and unique, and that's where we're gonna go eat.
It's definitely dirtier.
We swear, but that's where we're gonna go eat.
I would not swear. This is, we're gonna get jinxed. All right, back to the Waffle House. All right, breakfast has been eaten at the Waffle House. Her promises held true.
Yeah.
So it was an interesting experience. Service wasn't the best. Food was pretty good, I think, for the most part. What the heck's going on right here? Oh, maybe he's bought the guy food?
Yeah.
All right, so sorry, I got sidetracked there, trying to figure out what was going on with some people watching. We were trying to figure out what the sitch was, you know. For all you people that aren't hip, like me, I'm learning though, I'm gonna be hip soon. The sitch means what's the situation? And the rest of you are laughing like, why does he think he has to explain that? We all know that. Anyway, so we've eaten, we walked to next door to the gas station and we got some water and we got some Gatorades, and now we're gonna go for a hike. And I'll do a little bit of video when we get there and we'll see how that is. And I don't think there's anything else. You got anything else?
I think that's it.
All right, we're going to hike. All right, we're here in the back country. We're going to this really remote trailhead. The interstate's right behind us. People just walk by with black umbrellas. This is a hardcore hike we're going to do, I think. This is going to be like for the real outdoors people. We've gone about 7 hours out of Austin. We're in the real hill country back here. That's all a bunch of BS and we'll probably never make you. Where are we?
Okay, so we're at Barton Creek Greenbelt in Austin, and we are going to hike to Sculpture Falls. Now normally there would be water. It hasn't rained in a while, so I don't think we're going to see much in the way of falls, but it's a cool area. It's a nice hike. We're looking at, let's see, 1 mile, almost 2 miles to Sculpture Falls, and then if we want a challenge, we want to like test out Lil'Chap's legs, see if they're still holding up. We can do this real steep uphill called the Hill of Life, and then come back.
Okay, so I was looking for a really short answer. If you would have asked me the same, I would have just pointed it right there.
We're here.
All right, so we're here and we have some stuff to share. Now let me show you this amazing view of this waterfall. So this here is the waterfall. The water, you can see it all just flowing down over this rocks. And then generally the water comes up to where?
Around this like lower ring of rocks.
Okay, so the water's down there. Right now there's no water. I feel like I'm back in like Pennsylvania or New Jersey where there's no water to drink, no water anywhere. It's pretty though. It would be really cool if there was more water there. Everybody be quiet. I found a wild andrea in her natural habitat. So, the tour guide says this is Sculpture Falls. And Andrea said normally this is all filled with water. And all these things are like bathtubs. Mm-hmm. Is it warm or cold bath water?
Kind of cold. I mean, it's a great place to be during the summer or one of the hotter months when there's actually water here. We just haven't had water in a long time. But yeah, all these divots are, yeah, they are almost like baths.
And a little point of clarity as far as she's talking about the summer months. We went swimming yesterday on October 1st.
Yeah.
Today's October 2nd and it's 90s, 80s, upper 80s probably?
This is second summer in Texas.
Second summer?
Yeah, first summer had highs of 109. Now we have highs in like the low 90s.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is really pretty. It is 5:30 a.m. and I'm at the airport headed home. Already got through security and this place is packed. So many people here. So many more people here than when I got here. Anyway, it's packed and I'm walking through the terminal talking to my phone. So I've got a coffee. I had a great trip in Austin. I did not do very much videoing. Had a great hike yesterday. We got takeout Chinese food last night. It was really good. I was late getting to the airport, later than we thought this morning, because apparently the security checkpoints here are really bad sometimes. Like I was told sometimes it takes over 2 hours, and this is an early Monday morning. So the airport's really busy, but I lucked out. They just like opened another security line when I got there. So I was in and out or through it in probably 5 minutes. Anyway, let's see what else. Oh, the TSA guy scanned my ID this morning. And he was like, oh, your birthday's 2 days away. Happy birthday. So yeah, I guess I'm facing it. I'm 40 basically now. My birthday is in 2 days. It's October 3rd right now. So last night after Chinese food, Andrea went in the other room and she came back singing happy birthday, and she had a candle and a protein cookie. But it was one of the good protein cookies, like the Lloyd and Lenny's, I think they're called. So anyway, I guess now I'm finally ready to celebrate my birthday, so I guess I have to. So I got my first birthday cake, blew out my first candle, serenaded by Andrea. TSA guys already wished me happy birthday, so I guess now I'm gonna embrace it, and it's birthday week. All right, well, I'm gonna enjoy my coffee and get on the plane. I'm gonna go and probably edit this video so I can get it up. Overall, Austin was an amazing trip. All right, until next time, y'all.